Hey, Friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And it's time for our AEW Dynasty predictions. Of course, it's going down this weekend. No live watch along, but we'll be doing our review on Monday for the Going In Raw podcast, so you can check that over there.
Correct.
Also, our star ratings will be going on here at the Friendo Club. I wonder how many 5-star, how many 4.5-star ratings are we going to dole out for Dynasty this year,
There's
Larson?
9 matches. I'm going to say between 3 and 4.
Wow.
Well, I guess it'd be 3 or 4 since we can't
Look,
do
there's a
3.5
Kenny Omega
matches.
match. There's a Will Ospreay match. There's 2 in the bag right there.
Yeah. There's a Swerve match.
Yeah, but it's also a Mox match.
I know.
We're not here to talk about star ratings predictions. We're here to talk about outcome predictions, Larson.
Yes.
Of course, coming up later on this month, April 19th and 20th, we've got the Big Blue Predictions Challenge on the line. The CM Punk Signature Series bootleg title from Pakistan. That's right. This thing is going to be on the line. So if you want in on the predictions challenge for WrestleMania, Friendomania, we're dubbing it. I guess I'm just sort of dubbing it that. If you want in on that, of course, go to patreon.com/Steven Larson, click on the Friendo Club setup, or go over to the podcast channel, youtube.com/Steven Larson, click on the word join.
Yeah.
$5 a month. Either way, you get access to question threads, bonus episodes, and of course, the predictions challenge. Dynasty's not being included. This is just for funsies.
Entertainment
Larson,
purposes only, yes.
yeah, let's go ahead and kick this thing off.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's start off with, of course, here. We use confidence points at Friendo Club Wrestling for our predictions. 9 matches here. Match most confident, 9 points. Match least confident, 1 point. You get the match. Well, we're not keeping score on this one, so this is for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Unique point value for each match. Let's kick off with Will Ospreay versus Kevin Knight.
Hey, this is a good way. It's a good practice for people who want to,
It
dive
is.
into
You
this.
can put your score in the comments of our star ratings video. Put everybody on notice.
Yeah, that's certainly one way to do it.
That's one way to do it. Ospreay versus Kevin Knight. Owen Hart, first round action in the tournament. Steve, who do you got?
Oh man, dude, they just signed this Kevin Knight guy. Big signing. WWE apparently had interest in him. He comes out of the dojo as well. They're from New Japan.
You got 8 or 9 on Will Ospreay. Come on.
Fine, I got 9 points on Kevin Knight to lose this match to Will Ospreay. Yeah, of course.
I got 8 on Will. They might do an upset here. I don't expect it, but they might.
What? You're insane. I'm kind of curious. So I always do mine, and I know we have different philosophies perhaps, on which match is the most lopsided.
Yeah, I understand that.
You don't think this is the most lopsided match?
Which would make the upset all the more surprising. I have 1 less confidence point than you. It's not like I put a 1 on this,
I can't
Steve.
believe Larson thinks Kevin Knight is going to win this match.
Next up, this match Steve's looking forward to most. Rated FTR challenging Death Riders for those trios titles.
Man,
Wait your turn. I go first.
I wasn't going to say what my prediction was. I was just going to say this is story of the year. Cinema. 3 words for you. Cinema, Larson.
That's 3 syllables, 1 word.
Who do you got on this match?
Rated FTR is a mess. Seems like Dax has a lot of problems. He's airing his grievances and then backtracking, apologizing, cutting checks to referees that he pushed. Cash seems fed up with his bullshit. Cope, not even really that involved, at least this week. He's kind of checked out doing his own thing. You wouldn't think that would mean rated FTR would fare well. However, I have 4 confidence points on Death Riders to retain. Death Riders win this match. 4 confidence points.
Yeah, you know what, man? My heart tells me rated FTR story would get much more interesting because Cash seems to think that you're right as well, because this week he was like, listen, let's get through this weekend and then we'll talk about the future of FTR. He's not even thinking about them winning the tag titles, which is why it'd be great if rated FTR won this match. Therefore, I've got 3 confidence points that Rated FTR will lose this match to the Death Riders. Of course, they're a complete and total disaster.
Yeah.
There's no way they're going to win this match.
No.
But I do have 3. I only have 3 on this match.
I only have 4.
Yeah, because there's a lot of other like
there's only like really
conclusions.
two or three matches maybe. I'm like, it could go either
If
way.
they want to be ballsy, if they want to do something interesting, have them win those trios titles.
Yeah, I doubt that's going to happen though. Let's talk about Chris Jericho defending the Ring of Honor title against Bandito. Steve, who do you got?
I don't know.
Well, this
I have
is
an
a
answer
title.
here.
This is a title versus mask match. So if
They're not going to take Bandito's mask off. are
No, that's why I got Bandito with 3.
they? Yeah, I got Bandito with 2 as well. But hold on a second.
What?
What happened to Tony Khan's pursuits of a TV deal for Ring of Honor? You can't have a guy without a face, Bandito,
Dude,
the
this
head
is
of
the
your
second time
company.
they put that title on Chris Jericho to try to get a TV deal. Didn't work the last time. It's not working this time. They ain't getting a TV deal, brother.
All right. Well, yeah, I
that's
guess
pretty
you're right
clear.
about that. I got 2 on Bandito as well, but I don't know. Maybe they'll do a thing where he'll take off like an outer mask and he'll have a mask underneath it.
No, Bandito's not losing this mask. Next for the AW Tag Team Championships, you got Hurt Syndicate taking on Big Bill, Brian Keith of the Learning Tree. Hurt Syndicate ain't losing those titles anytime soon. They're going to be a dominant tag team, a dominant force tag team division for a while. I got Hurt Syndicate, 7 confidence points.
Hear me out. Hear me out. I have how many confidence points do you say?
7.
Oh, you have 7. I have 6 on the Hurt Syndicate as well. The reason why I've got a little bit less than you, this is still a foregone conclusion. Let's be honest. All right, Brian Keith is eating that pin.
Yup.
Maybe it'll be Big Bill, but Hurt Syndicate seems to be concerned with Big Bill, not so much Brian Keith. They're in a thing right now, and this is probably what's going to happen because like they're also in a thing with MJF. So I'm like any form of complication, as opposed to just like being on an island, then I start to think about lowering the confidence points on it. MJF should not be necessary for Hurt Syndicate to keep these titles at all in any way, shape, or form. But I feel like he's going to try to make that case. But anytime somebody tries to do something, it might end up turning the other way. I don't think that's going to happen here, but that's why I've got like a little bit fewer confidence points. This isn't quite the foregone conclusion that I think like the Ospreay match is. Put it that way.
But I mean, I feel pretty good about Hurt Syndicate winning this match.
Me too. And this is not going to be a very long match.
More first round action from the Owen Hart tournament. Mercedes Moné taking on Julia Hart. Steve, who do you got winning this one?
I got Mercedes Moné because like she ain't gonna lose anybody, but this also isn't for the title. So, I mean, I've got 8 points. I forgot this is just for the Owen.
Yeah.
I got 8 confidence points.
Yeah.
There's a lot of factors out there. You got Harley Cameron hanging out with Mercedes now. You got, of course, obviously Athena, Billy Starks, kind of mixing it up as well. But yeah, I got Mercedes. Yeah,
Mercedes with 9. There's a decent chance.
Oh, you got all of them?
Yeah, there's a decent chance Mercedes wins this tournament and faces Tony Storm at All In. Because the winner of the Owen gets the AEW Women's Championship match at All In.
That's right.
On the right side of the bracket, we can get Mercedes versus Athena.
Ooh.
If Athena wins her first round match. So yeah, Mercedes is totally winning this.
Yeah, I got 8 confidence points on this. But given that it's not for a tie, it's still.
No, she ain't losing, man. In a singles match,
She ain't losing?
No, she ain't
Confirmed.
losing.
All right, we'll see.
Next up, I don't know what's going on with this story because I don't watch Collision. Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole. This match apparently has no time limit and there's no outside interference. So this match could take up half the pay-per-view for all we know.
I have watched most of the segments of this for on Collision. I still don't know really what's going to happen here. I got Adam Cole with 1 confidence point.
Same.
Because like the last one went to a time limit draw, and then I think another one had like outside interference.
Yeah.
Hence
the
stipulations.
Yeah. This seems like Adam Cole, he's been in AEW for a while. I know he's been out for quite a bit due to injury, but it's like he should win something.
Yeah, you would think he should win something. So why not be the title that nobody pays attention to? Maybe he'll change. Maybe he'll bring this title up to some prominence. I guess. I don't know.
Could be. Next for the International Championship, we got Kenny Omega defending against Speedball Mike Bailey and Ricochet. I got Kenny with 5. Mm-hmm. I would put more confidence on this if it were a one-on-one match against either Speedball or Ricochet, but since the triple threat got to lower it a little bit, because you never know what's going to happen. That being said, Kenny just won that title. He's going to carry that title till All In when he faces Okada. They have title unification there. Kenny Omega, 5 confidence points.
Yeah, I got the same. I got 4 confidence points on Kenny Omega here because maybe they don't want to unify the titles, but they still want to have that match. So maybe they're going to use this match, protect Kenny Omega, do the triple threat, title lands with Ricochet, Speedball eats the pin, and then Kenny goes on one-on-one against Okada for the Continental Championship at All In. I don't know. I don't have that. I got 4 confidence points on Kenneth Omega.
Yeah.
But for the sake of conversation, maybe that's why they made it a triple threat.
Next up, Toni Storm defending the AEW Women's Championship against Megan Bayne. Who's your pick, Steve?
Toni Storm, 7 confidence points. They're booking Megan Bayne as this force of nature, and I think they've done a pretty good job with it. She's got a wonderful presentation. But that being said, Tony's going to escape the force of Megan Bayne, and then Megan Bayne will slide back down, and they'll start building her back up again.
Yep, that's what's going to happen. Maybe Tony gets the win with a roll-up. I got 6 on Tony, but it's going to be a strong effort from Megan Bayne. Just come up a little bit short when it comes to winning that championship. Finally, your main event, Jon Moxley. Defending his briefcase against Swerve Strickland. If you go by go-home math, assuming there's no other segments on Collision, you would think this is Swerve's match to win. However, I think the more important aspect of what happened on Dynamite last night was his interaction with Hangman Adam Page, where for pretty much the first time, Swerve showed some measure of contrition in terms of all that he did to Hangman. So I think in the end, Swerve will probably lose the match, but maybe gain a friend. I feel like Hangman might come out and try to keep Death Riders from getting involved. Try his damnedest. Overwhelmed. More interference. Mox just ekes out a win. But in the end, we get to start the story of Swerve and Hangman coming together, going forward for the rest of the year. So I got Mox with 2.
Yeah, I've got Mox with 5 because I think that there's going to be in some way, shape, or form, Hangman's going to get involved, not to cost Swerve the title, but I don't know that it's going to be, I also don't think that it's going to be straight up, hey, I'm going to help him and try to ward off the Death Riders. I think it's going to be a bit more ambiguous. I think he's going to come out and I don't even think he knows what he's going to do. I think Hangman has had it in his head since this match was made, that he was going to get involved. And I think originally he was thinking, obviously, I'm going to keep this guy from getting the world title. Now he doesn't know, and I think he's going to continue to not know. He's going to be indecisive when he comes out for that. He's going to be conflicted. Any way you cut it, he's going to end up inadvertently costing Swerve the title, even the distraction, as we've seen before with Swerve. The mere sight of Hangman Adam Page, will distracts him quite a bit. So I think that Swerve's going to lose this. I got 5 confidence points on Jon Moxley.
I'm hoping Swerve wins, though. Gosh.
I would love to see it. I just don't know. Here's my thing about this. Swerve arguably is more interesting on the losing end of things. And whatever makes for a better story for him and Hangman, I'm cool with. And I don't necessarily think that the better story is him winning the AEW title. So, I'm down with whatever story they want to tell.
There you go.
All right. Well, hey, we want to know your guys' predictions in the comments below, along with your confidence points. And join us for the review on Monday for AEW Dynasty. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. We appreciate it. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. See you guys around.
Goodbye.